On one of my previous videos, I made a reaction to things you shouldn't do in Germany. It was really interesting to find out some things I never knew about German culture, and I'm really enjoying my exploration of Germany and German life. And I seen this video and thought I would make a reaction to it. It's called 10 Reasons You Will Never Leave Germany. So this actually is going to be, I guess, more focus on the good things about Germany, and this is what I want to find out more about. I want to know things that would probably entice me to spend more time there, and yeah, just to see what people think about Germany. Let's check this out.
With Soldier of Life, and here today I am at this beautiful park. I don't think I'm gonna let you see it. Nah, I might let you see it.
Tell me if you're from Germany,
But
why you
I'm
would never.
here-
Tell me a reason you would never leave Germany. Why you would never leave Germany, and if you're not from Germany but live there, tell me what makes you want to stay in Germany.
Today, in this video, we're gonna be talking about my 10 personal reasons why you'll come to Germany and you'll never wanna leave. I'm telling you right now, buddy, you'll never wanna leave. You're not gonna wanna do it. I didn't do it. You're probably not gonna do it. Probably not. These are definitely 10 reasons. Now, they might vary from person to person, but I definitely believe these are like almost universal from any shit, man. I'm gonna say any dude, a lot of girls or females. I don't call girls girls. Military thing, females, I don't know. I think it's just more politically correct because girls can be women, women can be girls, boys can be guys, men, whatever. These are the 10 reasons why I definitely think I stayed and I ain't going nowhere. And if you don't like it, you can kiss my ass. And if you're cool with it, thank you. You're awesome. I'll make sure to make you proud. Number one reason for me, girls. We're gonna skip that one right now. So number two is school is free. Now I'm currently in the process of trying to get my black ass into the German college system to get my school popping and on. But school, for the most part, is free in Europe, I want to say. I don't exactly know, so I'm not going to say that.
Not in England,
but I know
in
it
Scotland
is in Germany. The only thing that really have to know German. I think you need to be level 2 certified in order to take college classes in Germany. And also the process, like the forms and shit like that, like they are way longer than I've ever done in America or Australia. Usually I'm like, hey man, I almost wish they kind of charge for it, because I usually be like, hey, here's some money, like, get out my lens. Hey, get the fuck out of my lens. Like usually I'm just like, hey, you know, here's some money. I want to go to school. Thank you very much. I'm taking classes now. Give me my degree when I'm done, you know? But there's a lot of forms you gotta fill out. There's a lot of stipulations. You gotta have this, an apartment, and blah, blah, blah. But after you do all that, the schooling is free to you. Now, obviously you're not gonna get like healthcare and all that other shit, but you will be able to attend classes for free. You will have free tuition, and it's just an awesome thing to have. That's like one of the things in America right now. They're fighting, trying to get free tuition, but if everything's free, then the taxpayers gotta pay. Like, I don't even like getting all that bullshit. School's free, man, free. Get your ass in class. That was a rhyme. I didn't even know it. Get your ass in class. Number
This guy's got a nice personality, but that's, as I mentioned there, that's something that we have in Scotland as well. Education from nursery to primary school, high school to university, all free. If you go over the border to England, you have to pay to go to university, so it's actually a big difference, even within the United Kingdom. Here in Malaysia, where I live at the moment, everything costs to go to primary school, high school, university. You have to pay for everything. You go to primary school, you have to pay for books and that sort of thing as well. It's like completely the opposite. And for me, I have young children. Me and my wife are looking at our next destination to live somewhere. Definitely something like this, when you know that education is covered until university in this instance, it's very enticing. It's something that it just takes a load off your mind. You don't have to think about that. Something so important like your higher education is free, and I think in Germany it would be such a high level as well. I think that's a great thing for Germany. Tell me, if you're from Germany, how much do you appreciate that compared to maybe being brought up in different countries? I appreciate it as a Scottish person, definitely.
3 is definitely the beer in Germany. Now, I know, if we're talking about Germany, the Dutch, all these people, they're probably going to be fighting for who's the best beer.
Yeah, who has the best beer in Europe? Tell me, is it Belgium, Germany, Netherlands, Denmark? Who? Tell me in the comments.
I don't know, I couldn't tell.
And if you're from Germany, tell me another country where your favourite beer is from.
But I'm telling you, the beer, once you drink German beer, you will never drink that American piss water again. That shit was so disgusting when I went back to the States.
Compared to American beer,
never
definitely
ever drink American beer again. If I ever go back to the States and I'm drinking, I'm gonna get fucked up off Patron or Bacardi and Hennessy. I'm drinking hard liquor, baby, but I will not drink that beer again. That shit is gross. That shit is motherfucking roast. Just the different types of flavors they got in drink. I can taste it, fam. I can taste it. The beer in Germany. Basically, like point blank beer. If you ain't had beer in Europe, you ain't never had real beer. The shit is gross in the States. I don't care where you got it from, unless it's imported directly and it's broken all of the important deportation laws. That shit is gross. Number 3.
Yeah, tell me what the best beer from Germany is as well. I'd love to know. Maybe I'll do like a tasting on this channel of German beers. Tell me a list of the best German beers. I'll see if I can buy them here in Malaysia.
3. That's 6. Number 3, the quality of the food, man. Now, when I'm talking about food, obviously, I mean, we got some dope spots in America. There's a lot of food that, anywhere in Europe, they ain't fucking with us. I got you. But the quality of the food, if you don't know, usually when I go buy food in America, if that shit ain't FDA approved, or if somebody didn't check on the quality of that food, or if they don't have some sponsor, if they don't have some certificate from some Chinese restaurant that I'm eating shrimp-fried duck, really? I'm eating fried duck, which is really fried cat dog, not doing it. The quality of the food in Germany is way higher. The restrictions that they have, they put much higher on Germany than they do in the States. And really, this comes to, don't quote me on this, but usually in the States, like when they buy food, let's say McDonald's, another thing. I will never go to McDonald's in the States. I'm doing a video on that actually, like the difference between the quality of food in McDonald's in Germany and the States. It's repugnantly I don't even know what repugnant means, but it's the differences are amazing. They're astounding. But the quality of the food in Germany, you can taste it. Like most of it is made in Germany. The food is usually not imported from anywhere else. So all the standards that they have in Germany, they keep there. The standards that they have in the States is really like whoever's the cheapest adhere to the minimum basic standards, and that's terrible to me. I remember hearing they said that Taco Bell, the grade of meat in Taco Bell is the same grade as dog food. Almost like you're eating dog food quality meat, which I mean, sometimes dog, if you had a dog, you can feed them that wet shit. Sometimes it should be looking kind of good, but it's basically eating dog food, but it's just like good ass dog food. I personally know that, I know for a fact, you can just taste it. The quality of food is way better in Germany than it is in the States.
Yeah, that's definitely one thing I miss about Europe. And I mean, Asia has some amazing food. Here in Malaysia has some of the best food, man. The tasting of the mixture of spices. In Malaysia we have Chinese, Indian and Malay food. It's all so good. I just love the quality of European food, like bread. In Germany, the sausages and things like that. It's just such high quality. That's why when I come back to Europe, I just love to eat non-stop.
4, nightlife. I don't even know where to go with this anymore. Nightlife's crazy in the States. I got it. But just what I've seen in Germany, they get it popping to the wee early hours of the morning, and that's not just in some states and some cities and some clubs. Most clubs stay open till about 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning, 6 if you find something really cool. They have huge, amazing clubs in the smallest of cities sometimes, and the atmosphere is always a fun one. It's always a good one. There's no negative vibes. Not a lot of people want to fight, start arguments and stuff. It's just a really chill atmosphere. Like I said, this is just what I've experienced, but it's amazing. Number 5.
Yeah, the club I've heard of is at Bergen in Berlin. Has anybody ever been there? How do you get in there? I always hear it's the most difficult place to actually get in, the most difficult club. Tell me if you've made it in there. What do they look for to actually get in there? Is it as good as it's made out? Tell me in the comments.
Safe, fam. I can. You don't even know. I can leave my doors open if I wanted to. I won't. I'm not born yesterday. But in Germany, for the most part, is much safer than it is in America. Now, I'm not saying this to deter any German that wants to go to America. I'm not saying some places in America aren't safer than some of the statistics in Germany, but I mean as an overall, it's just much safer. I remember last year, I went home for 12 days, and I hate to turn it into like a positive video, into like this negative annotation. And what I found when I was watching the news, like if you're German, you watch the news, the things that I mostly see on the news in Germany is like something about Berlin Tag und Nacht, or some new rapper came out with a CD, or something else is going on crazy in another country. And every day in my city, where I'm from, there was somebody who got murdered every single day. Every single day. Every single day.
I think that says more about the USA.
Just like I said, I don't want to make it a negative
Germany
thing,
or Europe.
but that's all we see on the news. Somebody got shot. Somebody got killed. Somebody got ran over by a car. Somebody jumped out of an airplane, fell on a building, and after they crippled their body, somebody came up to him and shot him. This is just the stuff that we see in the news. Not only that, that is why we are also dehumanized to school shootings, mass shootings, because they happen every year. And in Germany, you just don't see stuff like that. It just shows that it's just usually much safer than it is in America. Number 6 is Germany is in the middle of Europe. Like, how convenient is that? Literally, you can go almost any European country from Germany. Well, the really cool ones anyway. But you can really go to almost any European country from Germany. It's smack dab in the middle of Europe. I know that a lot of times I've taken like weekend trips to go to the UK or Netherlands or France or Belgium. You can go to all these countries within like a day's trip, within a day's ride if you want to. Usually in the States, I'm not driving more than 30 minutes to come see you, even if we friends. Like if you live an hour away from me, like we'll probably never see each other for like 2 or 3 years. But in Germany, for me, it was nothing to drive like 4, 5 hours. Cities that were hours down the road just to see a friend for a couple hours and then leave, you know, the same day maybe. But it's smack dab in the middle of anything. If I had friends in Croatia or France or Belgium or something like that, I would see them on the weekend if, you know, I had time from work or something like that. But I would be able to go see them on the weekend, and it's not too far. In the States, it just seems like people aren't driving that far. It's just not happening. It ain't happening. But it's smack dab in the middle of all of that stuff.
That actually is a big selling point for me, and one reason if I was to settle somewhere like Germany would be great. UK is a bit out of the way, it's obviously very west, but for me, I'm actually a big football fan, a big soccer fan, so being based in Germany, being able to go to German football matches would be great, but being so close to other countries like Netherlands, Italy, Spain, so central, being able to just travel here and there, going to different matches would be like perfection.
7, 8, 6, I don't know, I can't remember. One of the other things that will make you stay and make you not want to leave is that Germany is so simple. Now, I don't mean this in a bad way, but I know in America, it just seems like everybody's trying to keep up with the Joneses. It seems like, you know, you're not really nothing if you won't have nothing. I know when I was in the States, man, I thought that as soon as I get some money, I'm gonna buy that, and that's gonna make me on. I'm gonna be the man. Or when I get this, I'm gonna get
I really
this.
hate that mentality.
You know what I mean? But in Germany, nobody really cares about that stuff. It's so simple. The way of life, the things that they value are just so simple. They're not a subject to mass media, and that's what I found out. It's kind of like if you go to Times Square and you see all the billboards, every commercial, they want to sell you something, and not to talk down about them because that's their job, that's what they're supposed to do. But in Germany, a lot of people don't value all that stuff. There's not stores every single place you go. You know, there's probably more restaurants than there are clothes stores in any given city in Germany. It's because people like to enjoy their food, you know, if they're not cooking at home. But I found that it's just so much more simple there. You know, the way of life is simple. The things that they value are simple. They don't need new stuff.
I prefer that mentality, the German mentality.
Using it, but they don't need like all this glamorous BS.
I feel like what he's talking about is very similar to the UK.
And fuck, man, I need
very
simplicity in my
consumerist.
Number 9, I believe it is.
All about
is that
expensive
the government
brands and so on.
takes care of you. Now I know. Wait, before you start getting on my throats, German people, I know. Hey. Before you start getting on my throat, I'm not gonna say the German government takes care of people when they shouldn't. I can't really delve into that all the way because I don't really know that much about it. But for what I've seen is that they take care of their people more than not. For women that have kids, for their maternity leave, for homeless people, for people from different countries that want to try to make their way into being in German society. They'll help you get a job. They'll help you learn German. You really have to want to be there. I don't want to say assimilate, but basically conform to the German culture. I'm down. Yo, hey, German, I'm with it. I'm all for the shits. But the government really takes care of their people. And I'm only using this in contrast to the States. States don't give two shits if you want to live in America. We ain't teaching you English. You better learn on your goddamn own. You better have a job. You better get married. And you better be an American citizen before the 5-year period in 90 days, or else we're kicking you out. Like, they just don't take care of people that want to be American. The government doesn't really take care of a lot of things. They're doing their best. I'm not saying a lot of people aren't getting aid, they're not getting help. The government's do their best, I got it, but it just seems like on a more global scale, the government of Germany takes care of their people.
From the outside, it does seem like the government of Germany is very well running. Things like that, when he mentioned things like maternity leave, holidays, it seems like Germany and the rest of Europe are just so far ahead of everybody else in the world. Tell me more about the different benefits you get, especially like employment benefits, like annual leave, maternity leave. Tell me more about that in the comments in Germany.
There's just amazing things to do in Germany. In my perspective, like I said, I've been to America, I got it. There's plenty, there's fucking water parks. There's, New York's Times Square, Malibu Beach, and, I don't fucking know what else. I don't really travel America, I don't know what to tell you. But in Germany, there's so much history that you can see there. They have water parks and Europa Park. I believe they have the most castles in Europe, point blank, period. It might even be the world, I don't know. But they have castles that you can go see. They have cities and towns that are built thousands of years old, but they just put stores inside of them. I remember I seen one of the chains that they would have, I believe it was like during the Holocaust era, where they would hang people up within public, so then the people walking around could see them like bleeding out to death and stuff like that. Not to say that it's a good thing, but it's humbling to see this type of culture and stuff like that in everyday life. We don't have that in the States because we're not as, because our country isn't as old as you are. Look at this little asshole.
I really like that, not just about Germany, but all of Europe has that.
But I think really for me, Germany just takes the cake. There's a lot of cool shit to see there. It really is. Like, your history is crazy, but that's all I got for today. Let me know in the comments below if you don't agree with one of my comments. Also, let me know if there's something that I forgot. Maybe there's
Yeah, tell me more about that as well. The last one, definitely, I agree. Like, in Europe, is just as well as Germany, so much history, so much things, like so much culture, museums, galleries, as you said, like the architecture is all so good. That's what I miss about Europe, really. And learning more about Germany, it's great to just find out more about that as well. I'll definitely be delving more into German culture and things like he mentioned, what there is to do, the history and the buildings and so on. So tell me what you think about it. Tell me if you agree with all of them. Tell me if there's anything he never mentioned that you like about Germany that I should know about as well. But this just makes me want to go there right now. Tell me what you think about it. Thanks for watching.